Merry Christmas, everybody. Today we are going to be discussing our top 5 Christmas songs, our Liam's facts, our recap of Tony's Everlong stories, our fight scene, and then our joke of the week. So make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned to the show, everybody. Again, Merry Christmas, and I hope everybody's having a great day. All right, welcome back to the dojo, everybody. This is True Talk with TRUMOTION, where a couple of guys talk about how to make the world a better place. Hopefully make your day a little bit better in the process. My name is Mark, followed by my co-host, Tony.
What up?
All right. Well, we're a little all hyped up right now. We just got done watching the Eagles game and enjoying the Christmas party. So, yeah.
Fly,
exactly.
Eagles fly.
Exactly. But anything going on your week?
No, it's been a kind of a crazy week to, like different, events and stuff that are going on with the kiddos and family and stuff like that. And
yeah,
different Christmas parties because, of course, it is the Christmas holiday season.
Yep, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes.
And I like to say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It's kind of like I wish I could memorize what this one comedian says. He says, I've stopped saying Merry Christmas.
I know, yeah.
He says, Happy Holidays to the birth of our Lord and Savior.
The one and only Lord.
The one and only Lord and Savior,
Jesus Christ.
in who we are all saved. Yes, the same and only Jesus Christ.
Yes. Yeah, that guy's actually funny. I forget his name.
He's hilarious.
But I think he also did I think he does the Batman.
He is the Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, from College Humor.
Yeah.
Back in, A is for Alfred.
Yeah. Exactly.
B is for Bat.
Really seals in the flavor. Yeah. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. But this is our Christmas episode, and we like to try to keep it light. But on a semi-serious note, at the airing of this episode, we have crossed, hopefully, our final crappy day with Liam. Liam, unfortunately, passed away a year ago on the 22nd. So hopefully this is our last final, crappy day, so to speak. But I don't want to be too down with that, but that is something I did want to kind of get out. Because as fast as the year has gone, it's gone by really slow at some points as well, too. So like we've been kind of reiterating the entire year, man, just take advantage of the time that you have with your loved ones and don't take anything for granted because it can be swiped away really, really quick with the blink of an eye. So,
well, and here's the other crazy thing. So Liam was the 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
My house fire was the 19th.
Yeah. So yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the last time I spoke and saw Liam was right after the Christmas party around this time last year. Yeah. So the Christmas party is always a fun time, but it's always going to have a kind of somber time at the same token.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen every year, and I can either choose to be down and sad, or you can choose to embrace it and make the best of it. So I choose to take the best of it.
Yeah.
But
there's some, for those people who are out there who are, who have to deal with grief, or because it's going to come up in all of our lives eventually.
Yeah.
Out of all people, Tyler Perry has the best response for it. YouTube it. I'm not even going to try to distill it down or give you a Cliff Note version of what he said.
Mm-hmm.
He's speaking with Oprah, and a gal was talking about, I want to say, how her father passed away and she was trying to, deal with it. And he stops her for a minute, and he probably gives some of the most insightful information about what grief really is, and how you have to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's going to deal with it at some point in their life, so you might as well figure out the best way to go through it.
Yeah.
But let's move on with the show. Let's move on to our Liam's Facts. All right, last week's question was, what was the highest grossing musical of all time? I had zero clue on.
Dude, I was off 7 Ways to Sunday.
I was
Everything
nowhere
that I
near
guessed
it.
was just like not even right.
The answer to the question is The Lion King. The Lion King has grossed $8 billion. Now, to be fair, I do not know if that is theatrical or plays or movies or both.
I would dare say both.
I would say
$8 billion,
both.
it's
Yeah,
gotta be
it's
both.
got to be both. But moving on to this week's question, very Christmas related, it is, what was the first artificial tree made of? So one more time, what was the first artificial tree made of? So leave your question or answer in the comments down below, or email us at TrueTalkTuesdays@gmail.com. You can already see you're trying to create some like rotten answer to it. But
well, I mean, I would guess. I'm going to guess off air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let us know if you know the answer. I did say this in the kids class the other day, so if any of the kids are watching,
yeah, they should know.
You should know. But moving on.
Yeah. True motion in motion, let's go. Gear up, stand tall, feel the flow. Kicking it strong with the best of the best. Streetwear fresh, put your style to the test. Karate vibes, yeah, we bring that heat. From tees to hoodies, keep it sharp, keep it sleek. T-shirt or hoodie, we got both. Subs for the grind, focus on growth. Stickers and swag, let the world know you rep style. Now let's go. True motion merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Reppin' that swag, flex it, wear it proud. Support True Talks and wear it loud. Discipline, power, the heart of the fight. Your fit's gotta match your unstoppable might. Tigers and dragons, bold on the sleeve. Step in the dojo, they know you don't leave. Oh, step up, don't wait. Rock that fit, let's elevate. True motion merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Rocking that drip, yeah, you own the crowd. Support True Talks and wear it loud. Yeah, we reppin' strong, no fear, no doubt. True motion merch shop is what it's all about.
All right, thank you, sponsor. Make sure you go on the merch store, buy some swag or whatever else we got out there. Support the channel, and let's move on to our top 5. All right, this week's top 5, we've got top 5 Christmas songs.
Yes.
So
top 5 Christmas songs. Now,
I'm assuming you can have some honorable mentions.
yeah. There's going to be quite a few.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm going to be so heavily biased to the songs and pieces that I've done
that you just got done
I know
singing.
with Millennial Choirs and Orchestra, because their versions are really, really well done.
Okay.
So
what do you got?
Number 1, my top one, and we just did this one 2 years ago, is "Oh Holy Night," and it features Ashley Stewart, who is Brandon Stewart's daughter, and she sings the solo that's in that.
Okay.
It is amazing. You look it up on like Spotify, YouTube, music,
I guess
Apple
we'll
Music.
have to do that now.
Yes, and it's Look for the golden little like cherub angel that's on there for the thumbnail.
Okay,
that's the one.
So "Oh Holy Night."
Yes. Second would be "Silent Night."
Okay.
And again, because we did that this year, it was a new song we did this year.
All right.
It was really, really awesome. The number 3. So those, of course, top 2, just because they are the pieces are epic themselves that we did. The other one, just because I really do enjoy the lyrics, is "Good King Wenceslas."
Okay.
Yeah. It talks about like the king, and he's up in his castle, and there's this bitter storm that's going on, and he sees this poor man that's down in this, in the valley, and he's like, what is, come here, his page, come here, page, and tell me what's going on with this guy. And so he tells him, he's like, yeah, that's what the guy is. He says, okay, good. We're going to go down to him and find him, and we're going to bring him to the celebration with us and everything. Okay. And the whole song just kind of goes through that story, and they get into the middle of the storm, and they're walking towards where this man is at, this poor man, and the storm just gets insane. Mm-hmm. And it's really, really cold and really bitter. And then, the page is like, I can't see anything. I'm afraid I'm going to die. Mm-hmm. And Good King Wenceslas, the actual lyrics are, Good King Wenceslas says to his page, mark my footsteps, thy good page. Tread thou in them slowly. Okay. And basically it's like, follow me. And then if you do, the bitter wind will freeze thy blood less coldly. Okay. And then, the page says like, yeah, like I was walking, and where, the master had walked, Good King Wenceslas, the ground was still warm. Mm-hmm. And so, yes, I'm, those of you that are kind of Christian, you can kind of see the parallel that comes up with that story and everything else of like, yeah, like we're going to go find this person who's lost and everything else. And we're going to give them, Christmas cheer and take care of them. You are going to come with me and help me. It's like, okay, but I can't see where to go. Don't worry about where to go. That's my job. Yeah. Just follow me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's a good one. Deck the Halls is another one. And then, of course...
but you got to sing it with an Asian accent.
Deck the hall with power of hoary.
Okay, little side note. Have you seen... There's this guy on Instagram. He's Asian.
Yeah.
And he annoys his wife by singing songs.
Yes.
Have you seen him?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. He's really, really funny.
And, like totally... Like, sometimes just changes the lyrics and
yes,
everything
he
else.
does.
Like, completely.
Yep.
I he wants his wife to hurry up and get ready so that they can go on their date because they will.
No, this is a different guy.
Oh, is that different Asian guy?
Yeah, this is a different Asian guy. He's got glasses, like a goatee, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
this guy will like play his guitar, and he'll actually sing the songs, but he'll have it with a Asian accent inflection. Oh, it's really funny. Really, really funny. I'll see if I can find some videos for you. All right, Deck the Halls. What else? What's the last one?
Deck the Halls. So, Joy to the World.
By who? Your Millennial Choir?
Yes. Yeah. All of these are pretty much Millennial Choir and stuff like that.
I like Mariah Carey's Joy to the World.
No, false. Anything from Mariah Carey. I'm sorry.
No. Mariah Carey's Joy to the World is really good. Like the rest of her Christmas album, I think, is overdone. Especially the All I Want for Christmas Is You. That one's overdone like crazy.
All I want for Christmas is a 9mm Parabellum like up against my forehead.
No, I don't want that. Not at all.
No, I can't stand that song.
Yeah, that one's definitely overplayed. Yeah. But okay, so Joy to the World. So all of them by Millennial Choir.
All of them by Millennial Choirs and Orchestra. Just because we did a killer job on that. But then again,
I don't have any from your choir. Sorry. My bad.
All right, that's it.
Exactly. Just because I've never heard it, so I've got to apparently download some Millennial Choir songs on my iTunes.
Dude, you'll enjoy it. It's great. We've got 2 albums that are out there, so
I will do that this weekend for sure. All right, so mine. Here's some honorable mentions. I got Silent Night by Boyz II Men. The Boyz II Men Silent Night's really, really good. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by DMX. If you have not listened to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by DMX, you are welcome. Just in advance. It's great.
Listen to that on the way.
Oh Holy Night by Eric Cartman from South Park.
Okay.
Which I cannot find anywhere now. It has been scrubbed from iTunes. They had an entire Christmas album. It's all gone.
All gone.
It's stupid. Wham! Last Christmas by Wham.
By Wham, yep.
They really earned that exclamation point. The Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. That one's good.
Yep.
Joy to the World by Mariah Carey. That's another good one.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now into my top 5.
Okay.
Any Christmas song done by the Philly Special Christmas album, just all 3 of them.
Which, I'll be honest, we were listening to a little bit of that tonight, and
I
really surprised. Like it's pretty good. It's pretty
they're
good.
very good.
Yeah.
For big 300-pound
Football players,
they can belt it out. I would listen to it on your way home.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty good. Jason Kelsey can sing, Lane Johnson can sing, and Jordan Mailata can really sing. So, and Jordan Davis can really sing too.
Dude, that's awesome.
Surprisingly,
I love it.
So, Hollis or Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. That is a staple in my rotation. Someday at Christmas by Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
That's a really good one. I really like the Oh Holy Night by NSYNC. If you've never listened to the NSYNC version of Oh Holy Night, it's a cappella.
Yeah.
Is really, really good. Really, really good.
Speaking of a cappella, like if you want to go with like an a cappella Christmas stuff like that, like Pentatonics.
Yeah, Pentatonics is really good.
Literally, like they swing and knock it out of the park.
Yeah, they're good at everything.
Dude,
they're really, really good.
It's sick. Like they've got a lot of great talent.
Then probably the best Christmas song ever made, in my opinion, is the Christmas song by Nat King Cole.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
You hear that and it's instant Christmas time.
Well, and another good one, and I used to do this, is that if you pull up Bing Crosby Christmas as
Bing Crosby
as like a radio channel,
yeah,
right? And you're just like, or Frank Sinatra Christmas, you know, and then what that does, it's really kind of cool because as I was listening to it, you get some of the old time advertisements for war bonds.
Oh,
because they were recorded during World War II. And it's like, it kind of like throws you back to a different time where you're like, everything that we did back then was different than it is today. There's nothing the same, you know?
It's funny because when you say not the same, when I listen to Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Yeah.
Okay, you know when they say later on we'll have some pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
I don't hear pumpkin pie. Later we'll have some something pie.
Something, yeah.
And I asked the class that the other day, and I go, have you guys ever noticed that this, like, I don't hear pumpkin?
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you hear? And I'm like, well,
I can't really
say, but
it's not pumpkin.
I go, let's just listen. I go, later we'll have some pie, and they'll be like, oh God, now I can't unhear that. I only hear that. I don't hear pumpkin anymore.
Isn't that funny though?
Yeah.
Like once you hear or someone says something
about
whatever it is, you are like banned from like ever like
I can't unhear it.
No.
At
or
all.
unsee it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, something happened. Was watching a certain show. It is a guilty pleasure of mine. I will not release that on this podcast.
Okay.
Yes, and there's a certain character in this show, and the person that I was watching the show with, looked and said, "Oh, this character is just like so and so."
You're like,
I died. About peed myself laughing, and then every single time this character shows up on screen, I can't think of anything else but that thing that she told me.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yes. Yeah, funny.
Well, that's just like The Big Bang, which you need to watch.
I do.
There's a scene where Amy Farrah Fowler's character and Sheldon Cooper's character, he introduces her to Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is the greatest movie ever made. And she goes, this is all right. And he goes, I dare you to find one thing that is wrong with this movie.
And she's like, one?
And she goes, well, Indiana Jones has no bearing in the outcome of the movie. And he goes, it's the guy on the box, like the whip.
Yeah.
And she goes through and breaks it down, and he just stops and it's just like, and it ruined the movie for him. And then the rest of the show he tried to ruin something she liked. So, but
well, very similar to of course, I'm really happy when people have like really tough times in their lives and things start going really well for them. And especially when it comes to, you know, certain actors that you know that like they probably had it really rough and things went sideways for them.
Yeah.
You know, like Brendan Fraser is one of my favorites.
I love Brendan Fraser.
Absolutely love Brendan Fraser.
I'm glad that he's having a resurgence.
He is having a resurgence. There's so many fans and it means so much to him.
Yeah.
When they come out and they're like, you have no idea what, like, we really are behind you.
Yeah. I hope he does really well.
I do too.
And I've heard they're redoing The Mummy with him in it.
Yeah, and they're bringing like everybody back. Yeah.
I loved The Mummies back in the early 2000s.
Oh man, they were so good.
Great.
But Macaulay Culkin. Okay.
Yeah.
He was in an interview with Vanity Fair, I think. Was it Vanity Fair or was it Good Mythical Morning, their Mythical Kitchen one or something like that?
Okay.
Anyway, some interview. And they were asked, like, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And he's like, here's my hot take. No, Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas
and
movie,
I'm like,
by the way.
shut your face. Like, Macaulay Culkin, you're a good guy, whatever, and every, but shut your face. And he says, here's the thing. This is the reason why Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. Because Die Hard could happen in Halloween time, any other holiday, and it does not change the outcome of the movie. Whereas Home Alone is a Christmas movie because the only way that would really happen is at Christmas time.
But to counteract his very fine argument,
is
it was set during Christmas time. Therefore,
it makes it a
Christmas movie.
I am on that side of the fence, honestly, but
I didn't know he was married to Brenda Song.
I know.
I'm like, really?
Dude, yeah, they were like...
And they're really great, apparently.
Dude, and she's... Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, she is really helping him become a better person.
That's fantastic. Yeah, because he had a bad
and stuff like
bad
that.
addiction problem.
Dude. Yeah.
So...
That, and, I think when your younger brother, like, starts taking off and everything else, and... and again, you can kind of take the back seat.
Yeah, because the younger brother won an Academy Award,
dude. For it wasn't Billions. It was
for whatever movie he was in.
Yeah. Well, it's a series. There was a series that he was in. Super awesome though, fantastic. But back to that. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie because it happens during Christmas, or is Christmas a part of it, and it can't happen outside of that unless it's Christmas?
If you're going to use that logic, there's very few Christmas movies.
Right.
So, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I don't care.
Hard's...
But moving on to our Ask a Sensei. All right, this week's first question, slang terms, since obviously it's Christmas and Jesus' dad was a carpenter, we have carpenter slangs.
Ooh, I might get some of these.
I'm curious. Some of them... It's like if you're working on a construction site-ish.
Oh, okay.
So like if you're on a site and someone says chippy, who are they talking about? It's a type of worker.
I want to say like has something to do with concrete, but I think that's wrong.
It is wrong.
Yeah.
It's the carpenter.
Oh, is it the carpenter?
Yeah. So if you're on a site and they're like, "Hey, go get the chippy," they're asking for a carpenter. A cowboy.
It's like a carpenter slang?
Kind of. It's like a general slang.
Besides like an actual cowboy, I have no idea.
Honestly, it fits because I don't like the cowboys. It's an unskilled worker.
Oh my gosh.
It fits perfect. Good term, whoever thought of that. Sparky.
Oh, Sparkies are electricians.
Electricians, exactly. Bricky.
Okay, those are bricklayers.
Dusties or white hats.
Those are people that put in plaster and drywall.
Drywallers, yep, exactly. Okay, now we're getting into like carpentry terms. BFH.
It's board feet.
You're being too serious with it.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a big fucking hammer.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Spirit. Or spirit stick. Sorry, spirit stick.
Okay, spirits, those are cool.
Yeah.
Okay, spirit sticks are cool. Okay, so a spirit stick is basically a stick that you use when you have to make multiple cuts to build something. And you have to make it repeatable over and over and over again. And so you mark on that stick how far that goes.
It's a level.
Oh, no, wait. I got my spirit sticks. Yeah, I got...
Whoa, hey, what you do with your own spirit stick, that's up to you, dude.
I know.
This is a kid's show.
It's confusing.
A maid.
A maid?
Yeah. So if you're on a site and someone says, hey, go get the maid. It's a vacuum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vacuum. Board stretcher.
A Board stretcher.
And it's kind of like a joke for the new guys.
Yeah. Oh, I know you're gonna say it. I'm like, oh yeah, because I have heard this before. I just can't remember it right now.
It's the saw.
Oh, the saw.
Saw, the board stretcher.
Yeah.
So, Hickey, or I'm pretty sure it's Hickey. HICKY or CKEY. Hickey. Yeah, Hickey.
Yeah. That one I don't know.
It's an electrical fitting.
Really?
Yeah. Well, according to Google.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Google never lies.
Google's never wrong.
Dots and dabs. Dot and dab.
Dot and dab.
Dot and dab. It's a plastering fixing technique.
Okay.
So like dot,
Oh,
dab, I guess.
yeah, I guess.
Like that. So, yeah.
Dot.
Yep, dot, dab. Yeah. 8, 9. Muck.
Muck?
Muck.
I would almost call it, like, if I'm going to guess off the top of my head, is that like the actual mud?
Yeah, like sand and cement mortar.
Yeah.
Yep. Then we've got screed.
That isn't like the tool that they use to flatten out and even out the drywall, is it? Is that a different
It
one?
says a cement/sand floor layer.
Oh, an actual person that lays it.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Flashing.
Flashing is generally metal pieces and stuff like that that are used to enclose.
It does have to do with metal pieces.
Yeah.
It's waterproofing metal sheets.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Flashing,
That makes
and not
sense.
the other type of flashing.
That
Smiles. Smile.
is what you won't see on a construction site.
Hopefully not. On multiple levels, especially if this is what you're talking about. But you'll hear all sorts of curse words and that building. I heard something. If you do not hear any swearing at a construction site, do not go in the house. If you hear all sorts of cuss words, that is going to be the strongest, straightest building you will ever step foot in.
Dude, crazy thing. Okay. So some people be like, that's racist. What, against white people? Okay. So when I would go and like right after my house was burnt to the ground, we had to wait for forever to get, the first the lumber and then the trusses and everything else for the building. And they could start working on it. If I would show up and I would hear like normal rock and roll music, I knew that day I had to go through and double check everything that was being done. Okay. Generally a bunch of just white, regular American workers, stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna have to go check this. I'm gonna have to go check that. Okay, what'd you guys work on today? Okay, great. Check this, and then I have to go back and report to the guy who was in charge of things. Okay. If I showed up and the music that I heard was
Yep, your Mexican polka.
Dude, no joke.
It'd
Like
be
I'm walking into Betos,
Yeah. You'd be like, I don't need to stay
Dude,
here.
the first time, like I walked in and was like, is there anything, do I need to?
And you check everything and you're like, this is perfect.
I don't need to do anything in here.
Exactly.
Dude, no joke.
Yep.
No joke. Those guys got it done.
Well, smiling means is when you overload a beam and it bows.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that's smiling.
That's bad.
Or that's a smile.
That's bad.
Let us know how you guys did with your construction/carpentry terms, because I was rather terrible. It's a good thing I don't work on a construction site.
Yeah, it's a good thing I don't work on a construction site.
Yeah, but moving on to our next question. All right, question number 2. What do you got for us?
Okay, so here we go. So, Christmas time's going around. What is your favorite Christmas tradition? Tradition.
Yeah, not that.
If I would, I'd reach man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would try to sing, but I don't know if anybody would want to have that continue. And you definitely don't want the rest of my family singing. Jamin probably could be like, okay, he can stay singing. Everybody else is like, would you please be quiet? Like, I will pay you to stop singing.
Get Maya liquored up and set her in front of karaoke
she
bar.
belt it out like nobody, and she wouldn't care. Be like, if you don't like it, that's your fault.
You don't like it, there's the door.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We usually like to try to travel. That's usually what we like to do. We haven't done it the past 2 years, but we usually like to try to go somewhere. And if we don't go anywhere, we just do we draw names out of a hat for one person and we buy just that one person gift.
Yeah.
Because we're not real big into waiting for one time to do something nice for somebody.
Right.
So it's like, man, if you're out and about and you see something and you're like, God, I think someone would really like this. I just get it for them.
Right.
You're like, hey, I saw this. I thought you like it, or I thought you might need it. Here you go. Not, oh, I should save this for their birthday or Christmas or. No, I'm not big on that. It's just like I got it, and I really hate keeping things, so I'll just give it to you.
Yeah.
So for us, it's that. Other than that, so we'll make food that day and just kind of hang out and have dinner together and just kind of relax. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, what about you guys?
So, generally, I was of course reminded this year. It's just been a crazy year. Things have been, upside down, sideways, thrown from one end of the earth to the other. It feels like, and I'm very big on. I do not celebrate Christmas until once Thanksgiving is done.
Yeah, that's the only way to celebrate Christmas.
Everybody else, you're wrong. Look me in the eyes. You're wrong.
That you got
Okay,
Maya
done.
set up for Christmas November 1st.
No.
Yeah, I was like, it's a good thing you don't live here anymore, miss, or we would not get along.
No. I mean, it's like people who start celebrating Halloween, like the instant August ends. And I'm like, you've got 2 more months here. Let's stop it. But anyway, because, there was Thanksgiving and then, December happened and all of a sudden now I'm here today.
Yeah.
There is a candy dessert that I make that, was taught to me by my mother.
Yeah.
Called almond roca. I have made that for you before in the past.
Mm-hmm.
It is awesome and amazing. And I have not made any of that, but that's generally what I make during Christmas time.
Well, you still got tomorrow, dude.
I still have tomorrow. I have plenty of days to make a lot of it. So definitely do that. Okay. The second, and we used to do this a lot when I was a kid, and this might just be like a 70s, 80s type thing to do.
Yeah.
So we would do fondue.
We never did fondue.
Okay. Now here's the thing. It's not like, just the cheese fondue. No. So it would be, this is the dangerous fondue. So you'd have your pot of hot boiling oil in the middle of the.
Really, you're just deep frying stuff.
100%.
That's
100%.
it.
And so my mom would then, marinate all of this meat and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And we would just skewer the meat with the skewer, the fondue sticks, and stick it in there. And then that way you could sit there and you could just cook it right to that perfect doneness that you would want.
Mm-hmm.
She did have a cheese sauce that we would put over steamed broccoli and cauliflower.
You gotta
and
love
bread.
the oil when you dip something soggy with water in it. And
Oh yeah.
Nothing like hospital visits on Christmas.
Hey, or here's the other thing is that fondue pot that we had in the middle of our table. Of course, it's the 70s. It's the 60s. Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't say 70s.
I was going to say 60s,
80s.
bro. Whoa.
Yeah, 60s. Yeah.
Been aging really well.
I age extremely well.
Exactly. Damn. 60s.
Yeah, don't tell my girlfriend or she'd be like, wait a minute.
You're dating an old man. It's a little gross.
Qualified for AARP 5 years ago.
He has the early bird special. He eats dinner at 5 p.m. Yeah. We actually did that one Friday. Like, I got off early. Shanna got off early. It was like, hey, let's go to dinner. And she's like, it's 5 o'clock. I'm like, I don't care.
I don't care. Let's do it.
And we go there, and she's like, it's not busy. I'm like, yeah, because only old people are eating. And there was an old couple sitting right next to us. And she goes, you're right. And I was like, well, let's not make them feel too bad because they're kind of onto something.
Yeah, they are.
It's like, this is great.
Hey, I do know a couple who were dating and stuff like that. Speaking of old people, and they weren't too young themselves, and they ended up going to movie and ended up making out next to an old couple. Could only think about how uncomfortable they were feeling the entire time.
Yeah,
But it made me laugh. I was like, that's
funny.
good on you.
But fondue, huh?
So fondue, yeah, we would do that, for like on Christmas Eve. Super, super fun. Now, this kind of started up a little bit in the later years, where my parents, they didn't do Elf on the Shelf and none of that stupid nonsense.
I don't like Elf on the Shelf.
That can die. Snoop on a stoop, maybe. So yeah. But on Christmas Eve, of course, as Santa would come, he would basically take our stockings and then hide our stockings.
Okay.
Which is genius because when you're a kid, you wake up literally at the butt crack of dawn, okay, at like 4 a.m. to see if Santa has come. Go down there. Of course, Santa's there, right? Well, your mom and dad are like, we don't want you to wake us up at like 4:35 after you've like already kind of snooped around and found stuff. So what we had to do is that we had to find our stockings, and they were hidden anywhere in the house except for where the bedrooms were at.
Okay.
And you could not go up and wake mom and dad until all of the stockings were found.
That's pretty good.
And generally, because I was the oldest, mine was like in the most difficult, hardest places to find and would take us hours to find it.
Smart people.
Oh, dude, genius. But super fun.
Yeah.
Super fun because it gave you something really fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, breakfast would come around like after you have, open presents, everything else. It always just reminds me of Christmas every single time is your like that egg sausage casserole.
I'm gonna make a
cheese.
biscuits and gravy casserole this year.
Oh, dude, biscuits and gravy, dude.
It's the best thing ever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It looks like dog throw up, but it tastes.
It
so
does
good.
not taste like dog throw up.
Oh.
It's so good.
I remember as we had these Italian exchange students at our house, and we're like, okay, we're gonna make you some American.
And they freak out. They're like, what?
Oh, dude, yeah. And I made the biscuits, and they're like, that's really weird. Like, just trust the process.
Yeah.
I made the gravy. They're like, and and it was this guy, and he was like, I don't know. I'm like, just trust me. Just take a bite of it. These are homemade biscuits.
Just try it. It's okay.
Homemade gravy. Like, it's super good. The sausage was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He took one bite of it. I don't think I saw his face until his plate was completely clean.
Well, you
It was
remember,
gone. He was like, he asked me like 2 more times before he left. Can you make that for me again?
You remember
yeah.
when we went down to California, we went to Gaffey Street? Yeah,
Diner.
Gaffey Street Diner.
Yeah.
Man, if you've never been to San Pedro's pretty rough, so
It's
like
rough.
make sure you're packing.
When you get out of your car, duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense, San Pedro, California, but it's a little rough there. They have the best diner, Gaffey Street Diner.
No joke.
Oh my gosh, the John Wayne.
The John freaking
What?
Wayne. Dude, I still think about that dish.
Yep.
Yeah.
The biscuits.
It's like the size of my head.
Yeah, they're huge.
I remember, like, I'll take the biscuits and gravy as a side, and it was like, no, that's like a main course dish.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, dude.
And when you, me, Brandon, and Philip
Yeah.
went down, man, I thought I could eat. Philip packed it.
Buried all of us.
Yeah. I was like,
Left
good
us for dead.
Lord. He
yeah.
finished all of his, most of yours, some
Yeah.
of mine, some of Brandon's. And I was like,
And still hungry for more.
and then he burped in the car and about singed Brandon's eyebrows off.
Remember that?
Oh, my Lord.
I do remember that.
So,
It's good times.
yeah, biscuits and gravy is a great thing.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one thing we did when we were kids is my mom would hide the Jesus in the manger from the nativity scene.
Oh.
Yeah, and we'd have to
I really
find
like
that.
I think you've told us about
Yeah.
that before. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to find that, and if we found it, then we got to pick first, like, because we got to open one gift Christmas Eve,
Right.
so we got to pick the one gift that we got to open. Then
Right.
then it got a little too competitive, and then we had to stop doing that. So, yeah. Then they just will be like, all right, you guys can both pick one because didn't want to have any fights for
Right.
Christmas.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the comedian Rodney Carrington?
Yes.
He does this bit where he talks about how he bought boxing gloves for his boys one Christmas. I won't say too much about it, but look it up. It is great. But let us know what your Christmas traditions are, if you have any, what they're like. Do you still do them? Or do you want to start some? Be like, hey, I'm starting a new family, start a new Christmas tradition. But moving on to our next question. All right, so this question isn't necessarily Christmas related, but I saw it on a video, and I was like, okay, we got to talk about this, okay? Because they did a poll of young new employees. I'm assuming Gen Alpha, or is it Gen Z? The newer, like 20-somethings workers. So like the 18.
Yeah, that's like Gen Z.
The end
Gen
of
Alpha's younger.
Yeah, okay. So the
Yeah,
newer
could be.
generation of workers.
Right.
They did a poll on young adults, and they said you can get a job working remotely for $120,000 a year, or you can work in office for $240,000 a year. And the overwhelmingly majority went working remotely. And I was like, I had a hard time comprehending that because, again, like maybe it's just a generational thing, but I'm like, why wouldn't you just go to the office and get paid twice? Not changing anything with your job title.
The job is the same.
The job is the exact same. The only difference is one, you were in the house, one, you were in the office. That is it.
I honestly, like, on that type of question, what that shows to me isn't the fact that that generation is, you know, it was more like, oh, you just want to work from home. Yeah, because a lot of people will probably say that. I don't think that's the case. Don't get me wrong. I think that, yes, working from home has so many intrinsic benefits with it.
I could never do it.
Having done it for the past, you know, since I've been at the county, because it's not completely, like, I'm not completely at home.
Yeah.
You know, I'm at home for, you know, before the Great Separation. You know, it was like 2 days, you know, like, you know, during the week I would be at home, and then 2 more days during the week I would be in office. And then if I didn't have enough hours, I would probably just work the rest of them from home anyway, you know? So, but like being in office, there's a lot of things that you can do that you couldn't do necessarily at home that was a lot easier. Like, for example, going and just instantly being like, crap, I need to ask somebody about this question because I'm working on this problem. I know where their office is at. I know they're in office. I'm just going to go over there and just get up and talk to them.
Yeah.
It's a lot less cumbersome than like, oh, I'm going to get on there and I'm going to text message. I'm going to message them through like our, you know,
go to Messenger, like
yeah.
iMeeting, whatever.
Yeah, WebEx and everything else, and text them. However, there are things that's just like, I don't need to be in office to do this. I literally can do everything from home. You know, regardless of that. You know, when people come out and say like, oh yeah, like 120,000, I got to work for, you know, work from home. I don't have to like show up to, no. But if I show up in office, it's 240. What that tells me, if they say no to that, is the fact that we have failed them in an educational sense.
Yeah.
We have failed them in saying like, okay, you don't understand that, like, it is 240 this year. It is 240 next year. It is 240 the year after that. Let's even say that your total cost of living, like, you're living like a king and you're burning through $120K a year. In 3 years, you have, in essence, 6 years of income.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? You know, well, it's not worth it to me to have 6 years of income.
Yeah.
We have failed teaching that to you.
It's interesting because I asked he's not a Gen Z, I think. He's like early 30s.
Yeah.
I asked him, I go, what do you think of this question? He goes, with kids, I'd work in office. But if I was single and just on my own, he goes, I'd work remote. I go, really? He goes, yeah, because he's like, I could work anywhere.
Yeah.
He's like, I could be traveling and working.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, I would want to travel and work. And I'd be like, okay, when you say it like that, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, dude, you're getting twice as much for the same work. Why don't you just get twice as much?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'm thinking. So,
Well, and I'm thinking this is like, as I think about that, is, Tyler would talk a lot about like your vehicle.
mhm.
You know, like where's your financial vehicle going? How's it built? How's it set up? Da, 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 da. And a lot of times for your financial vehicle, the fuel for that is money.
Yeah.
And if you're like, oh yeah, like no, I just work from home remote and make $120K a year. I travel. It's like, okay, cool. You are doing nothing for your future.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm kind of where I bring up the fact that I think we're failing these younger generations because they've given up. Like, I can't save. If I buy a house, I can't buy a house right now, so why even try?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get the appreciation on that. I'm not going to be able to have the opportunity to buy a rental property. There's so many things that we beat people down on over years, decades, and our culture has no one else to blame but itself. And I'm sorry, but we have not taught people. It's like, okay, cool. Like, so you've just saved $360,000, still living on 120 as a single person. Dang. Like, what are you doing with 120K a year?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you have $360,000 and you could buy like a small condo with that,
Mhm.
You could buy, put some money down on a bigger, nicer house.
Mhm.
You do that 5 years down the road. I mean, it's, there's $600,000 now at that point.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of where I sit on that one.
Yeah, I don't understand taking the 120 remotely and doing the same job in office for 240.
Yeah.
I would totally take the 240.
Oh, 100%.
So
Every
let
day.
us know what you would take. Would you take the remote job and why? Or if you take the in-office job and why? But moving on to our fourth and final question. All right, what's our last question?
Okay, last question is this. As you're sitting there, what is your, like I watch a lot of movies.
Mhm.
I love movies. And again, this is not kind of Christmas related either, but it could be
Yeah,
because it's
doesn't
Christmas time
matter.
and you're watching Christmas movies. Okay. What is your snack of choice? Like everybody like chooses popcorn.
So
but it's
now
like,
it
okay,
depends
cool.
on where. Are you in the theater or are you at home?
So let's start off at home.
Okay.
Because I think theaters are pretty quick and easy. Just like it's going to be popcorn, buttered popcorn.
Because honestly, theater popcorn's a lot different than
yeah,
microwavable popcorn.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And the reason why I was thinking about this is like, I was watching, Christmas shows and stuff at home. And I'm like, like I get up and get snacks and everything else and all this other stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, yeah.
Well, shoot, when Jordan Commons had their food court, that changed the game.
That did.
Like, I would get food, not snacks. I would get food. And I used to always love like their wraps and their sandwiches or the Mayan Express. You remember the Mayan?
Yes.
I'm so sad that place went out.
Now, here's my question, because I haven't been to the Jordan Commons.
They're all gone.
Everything.
Yeah. Ever since COVID, they've boarded up all the food shops and it's just snacks again.
No.
Yeah, it's terrible.
way.
I'm surprised it hasn't closed down.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I've only been to Jordan Commons maybe once or twice since COVID.
Yeah.
And when we went, I was sad. Like, it made me actually sad. Because that place used to be so lively and so full of energy and busy and people everywhere. We were the only ones in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And granted, it was on a Sunday, but like usually there's at least maybe 100 people walking around in there.
Right.
There's 10 maybe.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
I feel so depressed in here now because it was a big part of like my early adulthood, my late teens, all that stuff. And to see it the way it is now,
Yeah.
it's really sad.
Yeah.
Really, really sad. But I would love to get like actual food when I would go to the theater, especially at
Yeah.
Jordan Commons.
Oh yeah.
Like the Snappy Shack, get a burger and a shake.
Well, and again,
Yeah.
another one of the places was perfect for that was Broovies. You know,
Yep.
where you would go and like the way they had their theater set up is like there was actually a place to sit with a, you know, almost
Yeah.
like a table like thing in front of you. You know, you
Oh,
just
I
sit
would
and you
love
eat
that.
and oh my gosh, and like
Yeah.
watch a movie like, and it wasn't even like an older movie. It was like, you know,
Yeah.
relatively new stuff
Mm-hmm.
that you could go and see, and yeah,
At home, honestly, you know, you can't really go wrong with like chips and salsa or
yeah.
like I love like having like a pizza.
Okay.
Watching. Snack wise, like if you have snacks at home, like you can't beat like gummy snacks. Like I love gummy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Watching a movie with like Sour Patch Kids or, you know, something like that.
Right.
And, you
right.
know, obviously you got to have a soda. That's another
Yes.
thing. Like I was explaining this to someone earlier today. They had no idea. Depending on what part of the country you're from, you call it something different.
Yes.
So like here in Utah, I think we all call it soda.
Soda. Yep.
That's not what people call it in other parts of the country. It's either pop or Coke.
Yes.
And Coke is like an all catch-all term. Even if it's Pepsi, you're like, I'll have a Coke.
Yeah.
And they'll bring you a Pepsi.
A lot like saying like Kleenex.
Yeah.
It's like, well, this is Puffs.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Like, does
Or-
it something I'm going to use to blow my snot in? Yeah.
Yeah. Or jet ski.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're all jet skis. No,
Yeah.
they're not.
Jet ski.
Or
Xerox,
jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi.
Yep.
Over in England, they're called Hoovers.
Hoovers.
They're called, yeah, that's what they call vacuums.
Yeah.
And so, but it's like no one cares. Like it's just what it is.
Yeah. I like the gummy stuff. Either that or something like the Reese's Pieces bites
Yes.
where it's not the cups, but you can just like pour some in your hand and then
Yep.
pop them in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But obviously you can't go wrong with popcorn.
No, like popcorn's great. Popcorn's great. But again,
If I'm at the theater, if I'm watching it at home, like honestly, I like just having popcorn as a snack in general.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just quick and easy
Yeah.
and not a whole lot of calories and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but
it's not as bad. But yeah.
yeah,
Because that's the thing, like chips, dip,
Yep.
you know, whatever soda you want.
yep,
The freedom to be able to like get up and actually go grab something else.
Mhm.
You know, I was like thinking about that. I was like, oh man, like, okay, you know, what would be people's favorites? Like, okay, like this is what I like.
yeah. Shannon would definitely be something salty,
Yeah.
like trail mix maybe. Jamin and I are more on the sweet side. Shannon and Maya
Yeah.
are more on the salty side.
Well, and that's the thing,
So-
because I was like thinking about it, like, 'cause I was like, oh yeah, that'd be good, and I was like kind of remembering when I was a kid, you know, and even the snacks that were from when I was a kid to now at theaters, of course, sodas and popcorn have been around for
Yeah.
forever, right? And I remember as a kid, because I didn't like pickles when I was little,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they would have these big, like, they'd be like
Yeah.
this big, to the point where you would like, they would shove a straw in the pickle or something like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, you kind of get that pickle juice, the sour, and the dill and everything else, and, you know, the salt. And then you would eat the pickle. And I'm like, how? Like, that is the most disgusting thing. But there are things like that, how many big pickles do you see at, like, movie theaters anymore?
None.
You know, none. But I was just like, yeah, I mean, that's like a different, generation, different taste, different, everything else that's
Yeah.
come forth on that,
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever think that movie theaters will get to the point that they were back in the early 2000s?
No, I actually think movie theaters are going to go back to where they were in like the 30s and 40s, where it's one
Really?
big screen and they have one movie playing.
So like the big like megaplexes and
Yeah,
everything
where
else,
it's like an amphitheater
yeah.
where it's one giant screen, got maybe 500 seats, and they play one movie at a given time.
And that's it.
I think that's how it's going to go back to. Kind of like the Murray Theater, off of State Street.
Yep.
You're going to see a lot more of those come up where it's like a one screen.
Yeah.
They have one movie at this time for a week, another movie at another time for a week. But we're not going to see these like at the district where there's 20 theaters.
Right.
No, unfortunately, with the advent of streaming and how fast it goes from theaters to streaming,
Yeah.
people are like, I'll just wait 2 months, and then I'll watch it at home with the whole family.
Yeah.
So
Well, and don't you love when they they put those little advertisements to try to get you to keep going to the theater and stuff more? We're like, why would you look on it with the screen this big when you look it on a screen this big? And I'm like, buddy, I've got like an 89-inch TV at home.
Everybody's got their own home theater now.
You know, and it's and the barrier to entry. I remember the barrier to entry on that was so ridiculously expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of just like your just the stereo, like this stereo and audio setup alone.
Yeah, you had to invest a lot of money,
thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
and then you'd have the TV, and then you'd have everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, now like you can get your 5.1 Dolby Atmos surround sound that you don't have to have extra wires for, and then you just set them up and plug them into power, and you're good to go.
It's a lot of plug and play for like $1,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1,000. You get your TV for $1,500, and you've got a killer setup.
Well, I remember when like plasma TVs first came out. Like the biggest one was like 40 inches, and it was $15,000.
Oh yeah,
it was ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Well, and again, it's a lot like the currently right now, you can get an 89-inch. Oh, sorry, it's probably cheaper now, but I remember you could get an 89-inch TV, and it was like $2,500.
Yeah, I was at Sam's yesterday getting the drinks for the party.
Yeah.
They had a 100-inch TLC for $1,000.
For 100 freaking inches.
100 inches.
Yeah. And I remember because when I was getting the TVs for my house after the fire, 89-inch was $2,500. But of course, like the quality and everything else was like a lot higher. And that same like model brand and everything else, to go from that to 100-inch, which I mean you're talking like it's 11 inches.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's diagonal. It's a lot of actual extra space. But it was $10,000.
Wow.
Like $2,500 to $10,000.
Yeah.
Now, like, what is it? High Point? No, that's a gun. That sucks.
Yeah. Hyacinth?
It could be. It's a high something. But yeah, they have 100-inch, LCD TV for like, $1,000.
Yeah.
$1,500. So it's like, I think you're right. I think, the theater days are dead.
Which is slightly sad, but at the same time, it's like, dude, to take a family, let's just take a family of 4.
Yeah.
It's $100.
Oh, minimum.
To take your family to go watch the movie.
Yeah.
That you could wait 2 months, watch it at home for $20.
Oh yeah.
So it's like they're pricing themselves out of relevancy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because I loved going. It's funny. Shannon and I were talking about this the other day. Man, like every weekend we'd go to the movies.
Yeah.
We'd always go to the movies. Every weekend we'd go to the movies.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I can't even remember the last time we went to the movies.
Yeah.
So, but let us know what you guys think. And let's move on to our fight scene. Yeah. All right. This week's fight scene, we've got Santa versus Krampus.
Oh, I was about to it's like Santa versus the Grinch.
The Grinch. No, we did him last week. Krampus.
Krampus.
Krampus. Now, have you ever watched the red one?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of going off of that concept.
Okay, that's
so. It's not too bad.
It's
a decent holiday movie.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Is it Christopher Nolan worthy? No. Is it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. But we got Santa versus the other half of the naughty list. Let's go round 1, North Pole. Who you got?
Santa.
Yeah.
If it's J.K. Simmons in red one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got
when he's got that special North Pole magic, all that jazz.
Yes.
So
yes,
I've got round 1. Now they're in I don't even know where Krampus is. He's not in hell, but
yeah,
the realm where he's from.
We'll just call it Romania.
Romania, okay. Exactly. In the castle dungeons.
Yeah, he's
blah
sitting
blah
there
blah.
With Vlad, his buddy.
Exactly. I've got Krampus taking it for home field that way.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah. But now we've got him, no powers, no areas, in a cage, hand to hand or hoof to hand.
Yes. Dude, I got to go J.K. Simmons, Santa.
Santa, obviously, all the way. Santa takes it for sure. But Who you guys think would win between Santa and Krampus? Clearly, Krampus. Did you ever watch the movie?
Krampus? I haven't watched the movie, no.
It's pretty weird.
Is it pretty weird?
It's if you don't like horror movies, I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
It's decent. But all right, let's move on to our joke of the week. All right, well, this week, my joke, we'll start with mine. It's very Christmas themed. It's on the first Christmas, the three wise men walk in, and one steps in donkey poo and says, "Jesus Christ." Mary looks at Joseph and goes, "That's better than Keith." So
That's
I tried telling that to Shannon and Maya, and they didn't think it was very funny.
I think that's
I thought it was funny.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. Okay. What did the icy road say to the car?
What?
Want to go for a spin?
Want to go? Doo-doo. Another one I heard the other day was, I went to buy a Christmas tree, and the guy selling me the Christmas tree was like, "Hey, you gonna put it up yourself?" He goes, "No, freak, I'm gonna put it in the living room." That took me a minute to think about. I was like,
"What? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, yeah."
What does the gingerbread man put on his bed?
What?
A cookie sheet.
A cookie sheet. Good jokes. But
What?
let us know what your favorite joke is. You got one more?
Why did the girl keep her trumpet out in the snow?
Oh, I don't know.
Because she liked playing cool jazz.
Cool jazz. That's a music joke.
That is a music joke.
All right.
To round us off for the day.
There you go. But all right, moving on to our shout outs. Anybody like to shout out today?
I'm going to shout out, probably less of a shout out, but more of a request to everybody out there.
Yeah.
You know, again, just kind of looking back on, you know, Liam, everything else that's going on here. Take the time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to shout anybody out because I want you to take the time to find somebody, and I want you to shout them out.
I agree.
I want you to find that person and be like, you know what, yeah, like, you know, my life is better because you're in it. That's kind of what I want you to do. Be appreciative of this time of the year.
Yeah.
Find that person, you know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Shout out the people in person.
Yep.
But moving on to our final thoughts. I kind of echo the same thing, just like for final thoughts for the year.
Yeah.
Just be a nice person, be good to people. Don't wait for special occasions to let people know that you care about them or do nice things for them.
Yeah.
So it's too often we wait and we regret because we don't do it.
Yeah.
So, dude, if you have someone special in your life, buy them flowers just because it's a Tuesday. Or take them out to lunch because be like, hey, let's go get some food. Or, man, compliment like something that they're doing. Like, don't wait for opportunities. Yeah, you make the opportunities. Yeah. So, thank you for spending the time with us this week. Merry Christmas, everybody. And we'll talk to you next time.
Yep.
Take
Happy
care,
New Year.
everybody.